Are you here? Please say yes. Okay, great, you're here. Well, what we have today is Paul's movie review of one of the classics. Yes, indeed, The Manchurian Candidate, directed by John Frankenheimer, with a screenplay by George Axelrod. The Manchurian Candidate was based on the novel of the same title by Richard Condon. The original film starred Frank Sinatra, Laurence Harvey, Janet Leigh, Angela Lansbury, Henry Silva, and James Gregory. Now, all these people have passed on, but their works, remain. Some of you may also be familiar with the remake that came out in 2004, starring Denzel Washington. Gotta love Denzel. So, some of you are familiar with the term Manchurian Candidate, but there's no need to read into any reason why this review's coming out now, because, Paul wrote this review back in 2017, but he did add some commentary about his second review of the film, The Manchurian Candidate, coming to a podcast near you. But all we can say now is, let's get into the review.
Here is my review of The Manchurian Candidate, a thrilling exploration of Frank Sinatra's acting prowess. This is a film that captivates with its suspenseful plot, iconic cast, and political commentary. Whether watching for the first time or revisiting, this classic movie leaves an impression. Most known as a singer, not everyone is aware of the magnitude Frank Sinatra had as an actor. I recall my interview with Charles Pignon, the senior vice president of Frank Sinatra Enterprises. Pignon told me that if Sinatra had never had the singing career but only made movies, he would have been a tremendous success. As someone interested in hypnosis, who has been self-hypnotized as well as hypnotized by others, the film The Manchurian Candidate has been mentioned in conversation a few times. Recently, I saw it for the first time. It did not disappoint. A black and white film, The Manchurian Candidate is a suspense thriller about the son of a very powerful elite political family who have taken control of his mind. It's a very complicated plot, and the sudden ending is something I couldn't have predicted. It stars such legends as Laurence Harvey, Janet Leigh, Angela Lansbury, James Gregory, and Henry Silva. I'll confess I didn't immediately recognize Silva, who played the role of the Chinese secret agent Chunjin. I came to learn he'll be celebrating his 89th birthday in a few days and has had a prolific career, mostly portraying gangsters. He's got a very unique look and has portrayed characters of a diverse number of ethnicities. Silva caught my attention, and I enjoyed researching him. You'll remember Silva as one of the crooks in the classic Ocean's 11 starring Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and Peter Lawford. In 1977, he worked with Sinatra again in Contract on Cherry Street, which my friend, the singer and actor Robert Davi, also acted in. Henry Silva also provided the voice for the villain Bane in Batman the Animated Series, which I thought was an impeccable series. He ended his acting career in 2001 with the remake of Ocean's 11. The Manchurian Candidate is a terrific film that will make you realize why Sinatra was so fond of the storyline. Furthermore, it's a great introduction to the thespian side of Sinatra. His presence on the screen is undeniable. I got my copy on DVD from Netflix. Watching it again, my reflections and rediscoveries. All of these years after my first viewing, I was compelled to watch The Manchurian Candidate again. The second experience deepened my appreciation for the film's intricacies. Details in the performances and plot seemed richer than the first time. For instance, Angela Lansbury's portrayal of Mrs. Iselin struck me as more sinister and commanding, a role so convincingly manipulative that it's no shock that she received an Academy Award nomination for it. Sinatra's performance also revealed layers I hadn't fully appreciated in the original viewing. There's a particular scene, without spoiling anything, where he conveys a palpable mix of authority and vulnerability. Watching it again, I wondered if his musical timing and emotional depth translated to this acting, allowing him to connect strongly with the viewing audience. What struck me most, however, was the film's commentary on politics and power. It feels as relevant today as it must have in 1962. It's a rare film that rewards multiple viewings with new insights. The Manchurian Candidate is undoubtedly one of them. If you haven't seen it, or even if you have, it's a movie that's worth it.